Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel JJ Adventures. Just got back from a trip to Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg. Stayed at the KOA there. Also went from there to Caney Creek RV Resort in Harriman, Tennessee. I have family in Harriman, so we were going to stay at Raleigh Creek, which is where my sister-in-law has a campground, but due to some personal things that happened with my brother, we ended up just staying in Harriman. But anyway, I wanted to show you some of the things that we did on the new RV and the setup. As you can see, I haven't taken the bikes off yet, but these are our two e-bikes and our bike setup that we have here. So both bikes fit on there. We have the electric, I have the 2.0, he has the X-Peak. We have our chain locks on there and they fit to the bumper just fine. Didn't have any problems or anything, kept that locked. We also have an alarm on there too that we keep on there. And then just to show you some of the updates that I did inside the RV. So as soon as you open the door here, I found this organizer that I put up. It's a shoe organizer and it holds what I have in there is, like, you know, my flip-flops, hand sanitizer, some antibacterial soap, Lysol spray, gloves, tissue, bungee cords, laundry things, and then some antibacterial wipes, sunscreen, some gloves, some bags, like grocery bags. And then it has these side pockets also, so I have a little telescope in there, flashlight, and then on this side I have some scissors, a lighter, but you can put whatever you want in there. So we were keeping our shoes in the top one, but I found there's a little space underneath, so we just put our shoes underneath there. And then I put my flip-flops up in there that I'm gonna wear outside. And then the other update I did is I found these, and I put these just stick to the wall. So I have like our extra set of keys and stuff that we put up here, and that way they're easily accessed. You're not just laying them down. And then I put one on the other side also, and that holds our hats and stuff there. So you can see my hat, Air Force retired. Yes, that's me. And then again, just a couple hats and stuff there. These little cubby holes up here. I have a little solar lamp light up there. We have a gazebo, so when we take that, I hang that inside the gazebo. And then thing that looks like a tennis racket, it's an insect, oh, what's the word I'm thinking of? Oh my gosh, zapper. So you can turn it on automatically. It's rechargeable, and you can just turn it on automatically and it'll just zap, or you can just use it manually too. But we just set it outside when we're out there, and it automatically draws the insects and zaps them. And we keep it on our table sometimes inside too, just in case, you know, run it in and out the door, you can get bugs inside. So again, we don't really use this top bunk. So I have like my husband's fishing poles, he has a walking stick, and then our broom and our dustpan is up there. When we're actually at a campground, I usually just put the broom and the dustpan in this area because there's plenty of space there when the slide is out, and I just put it there out the way. We also have this little portable trash can that like accordions in, but we sort of leave that in when we're traveling. That way we can just put our trash and stuff in there. And as far as like with our trash, I have this portable trash can that someone had suggested on a YouTube channel, and you can just put a trash bag in here, and then when you're done, you can just take the trash bag out. All these parts come loose, so you can just, I mean, it's very convenient to just take the poles out, put everything together, and that saves you some space. Better than having like a big old trash can and stuff taking up space. And usually I'll just put this in the front when it's not in use. Have a little stepping stool. This is foldable also, and found that I think on Amazon or Walmart. This cutting board came with the RV, so when we're at camp I usually just keep it up there, and that way it's out the way. But with traveling, it just fits right there on the sink. It also came with a drying rack, so I've just been using this. I had a collapsible dish rack in our other RV. I just left that one in that RV because we do rent that other RV out now since we got this newer one. Our toaster oven, I usually just leave that on there. This non-slip thing keeps it from sliding during travel, so that's fine. Of course, my little camping rule sign, I usually just leave that behind it. That way it doesn't slide or anything because it's behind the toaster oven. I did put this little thing up. It just sticks to the ceiling, but it has little hooks on here, so, and it swivels. So I usually just hang like our spatula. I have this little clip and stuff if I need it. Just little things that I use often. I hang it on there when we're at camp. I also got a stickable paper towel holder. I had this in our other RV also, and I love it. So this, we put our paper towels and stuff there. So that was an addition and stuff that I did as far as space saving. During travel, I usually just take so I have like all our plastic utensils and stuff that we use. I usually just put that in the microwave, and then of course our microwave cover and stuff. So I usually just keep that in there when we travel. Otherwise, our drawers here, I think y'all have seen this. We have, I use these baggies. They're reusable, they're washable and reusable, so we use those. I have a collapsible tea kettle here, so we use this to boil our water and stuff because we drink tea. He drinks instant coffee, I drink green tea. So, and then we have these dishes that just, I'm sure you have seen these. I mean, they're just stackable, so it makes it really convenient. And they have a couple tops for a couple of them, and then these handles, they're interchangeable, so you can just clip those on there and take them off. So I just keep them inside this little drawer here, but it makes it much easier. They're non-stick. Love this set. I found those on Amazon also. I found them on sale for, I think at the time, for like 42 bucks, which was good. I think it was a 16-piece set. I think the price has gone up because I was looking at them, I think today, and they were like up to 100 bucks. And then let's see, for this other drawer, these are the 2 lids that come with it. I'm a Keurig drinker, so my Keurig coffee I keep in there, and then our dishwashing liquid. A couple more cups, plastic cups. Have collapsible bowls, like a mixing bowl, collapsible strainer, some extra dishes in there, and then just leave the lids and stuff in there. So that's that drawer. Makes it much easier. And then the cabinet up here, instant coffee, tea, of course my flavoring, sugar for my husband. I don't use sugar. He uses it for his coffee, his instant coffee. I have my ground coffee that I can use for my Keurig filter if I want to. I have a coffee bean grinder also because I do coffee beans. And then my Splenda, my tea, a couple cups here. And then I use Keurig, not Keurig, Corel dishes also. So those are the plates. And then those are the bowls and the saucers there. And they're just in an organizer. They stay there out the way. And then of course my Yeti big cup I have, and then I have a Yeti smaller cup that I use for my travel coffee. Otherwise, I have a regular mug here. The coffee mugs you also seen in there. And then I have this glass. I have two of these glass coffee mugs. I got those off of, is it Saks Fifth Avenue? I think it's Saks Fifth Avenue. They had this sale. If you're like an American Express card holder, you get like free $50 every 6 months. And I usually just find those when they're on sale and buy them. I mean, hey, you get your money back. So this is just a little portable coffee grinder and pour over set that I have in there. So that's those items. And then as far as other organization things, I have this. I usually keep it on the inside of the bathroom. My husband found that he's he's accident prone, so he kept bumping into it, but I rolled my towels and put them on here, and then we keep the extra washcloth and hand towels up in this top one. But he kept bumping into it, so I just put it on the outside. Makes it, you know, a lot more convenient and stuff for him. And then our pantry, we don't, again, bring a whole lot, so this is plenty of space for our pantry items. And then I just put some extra towels and beach towels and stuff in there. And then our security cameras, I put in there. Bathroom wise, organizer, they already had this tension bar, but I bought these, and I think I showed them in previous video, but they just hook on there, and they also swivel. So we just put our towels and washcloths and stuff on there when we're done with them and hang them in there. Already came with a soap dish. I found these on Amazon. So again, they can just stay up there during travel. Don't have to take them down. So that way my husband has his wash and his shaving cream, and I have my shampoo and conditioner in there. And then I just use Dove, so I have my soap in there. So no issues there. As far as anything else in here, I don't think I did any other organization. I do have my, from Matt's RV, I have the liquefied RV treatment, enzyme formula, so I keep that in there. And then some extra soft soap, we leave in there. Plenty of room in there. Our cleaners, the multi-cleaner, baby wipes. We left our toilet paper and we had an issue with this was underneath the sink, and our first day out we had an issue. There was water. I was outside and I seen water coming down. My husband came in here. He thought it was a loose wire or hose, and found out this water filter was not screwed on and water was just coming out of there. So that's where the water was. So luckily he was able to fix that, and that took care of the problem. But we had 2 rolls of toilet paper down there, and this one got wet. We just put it in there. It dried out, but we just use that for extra. Obviously we don't use that, but we just left it in there. And then soap, that just stays there. It doesn't have any problems with traveling. Of course, like I said, we usually put this in the sink when we're traveling. Otherwise, that's underneath the sink. And then nothing really, you know, these little organizers, cotton swabs, dental floss, got some cotton balls, and then I have another one that just has miscellaneous, like fingernail clippers, things like that and stuff in there. And then those just stay secure and stuff with traveling. Have a couple extra like things of soap and everything. Again, sunscreen, deodorant, lotions, those just stay inside of there while traveling. Soap box, extra shampoo and conditioner. But these were really the only organizing things, this and this, that I put in here. Let's see what other I did. Oh, I forgot to show you. So I found these on Amazon too. They came in a pack. They just stick to the wall. So these have outlets, so we can just like charge our phone and just put our phone up there. This one, I have a little fan that's really good, and I just sit it on top of there and plug it up here, and it'll like circulate throughout the RV and stuff. So that's what I use that one for. And then I put one, not sure if you can see it here, back here in the corner. Again, we can put the remote to the TV or our phone and stuff back there, because it has a plug, a USB here, and then it has a plug over here, so that's convenient. The USB, I have a fan. There it is. I've had this fan for a while. This is like the best fan. I got that from Amazon. Again, have a little hook that's to the ceiling, and then it just hangs right here, because back here it has a vent, as you can see, but no fan. I have two windows here. That's the emergency window, but there's two windows there. But when it gets hot, this way I can just hang that fan up, and that's good. And I just put it in here when we're traveling, and that keeps it secure. So swimsuit, beach towel, just some extra things in there. I think that was the only, you can't put a TV back here, but this was our first trip in this RV. So you see this big old 50-inch TV right here. When this is on, you can hear it back here, because my husband likes things in loud mode. So there's no point in putting a TV here, because you really wouldn't be able to hear. You have two TVs blaring. I don't watch that much TV, so to not have a TV back here is fine. I'm okay with that. But that's one of the things you want to consider, having a corner bedroom with this big TV. I'm not a light sleeper, but if you're a light sleeper, that could be an issue. So just keep that in mind. And then what we just use this for our clothes. So he puts his and stuff in there. And then we have this drawer. And then I put mine on this side. And then again, have a drawer for like my socks and underclothes. And then there's also hanging space. I showed this on the previous video, but there's hanging space. This TV, still haven't gotten a hang of this TV, but if you can see, there's a rod back there and there's hanging space. I have a couple things hung up there, so if you can see that. And then there's also space on the other side of the TV. So I just have like a first aid kit that I put together, which came in handy because my husband bumped his head on the muffler and sliced the top of his head open. So that came in handy, so use that. And then this is pretty deep, so you can put some stuff in there also to carry during your travels. All right, I think that is all the little things so far that I have done as far as update. I usually just keep a cover and stuff on both of the recliners there. I do have these ottoman during travel. I have a miniature air fryer, so I put my air fryer, my Keurig, and my ice maker under there during travel. When we're camped, the ice machine goes outside on the counter of the outside kitchen. Of course, the Keurig is on the counter up here, and then the air fryer, I usually put that outside on the outside kitchen also, but during travel, that's where I put it. I have these ottomans. I have two of them. I only put one in here, but this just has extra sheets and stuff in here, so that's what that is. And again, you can just use it like as a footstool, or a seating, whatever you want to use it for. I usually just put it there when we're at camp. And then I also have this little, it's just for the ambience. I seen this on someone's YouTube video too, and I ordered one, but it gives you like a flame and stuff. it will give you heat and stuff too, so you can do it like if you just want flame, or if you want like heat and flame. And it has different temperature settings, so that's really nice. Like I said, just for the ambience, or if you want just, you know, you don't want to turn the heater on, you just want a little heat and everything. But I just leave that there and it travels just fine, just sitting right there. So no issues there. Let's see, I think that's all my organization things that I have right now. There's a couple more things I do want to do, but I think that's it for now. This little cabinet, I just put like little extra stuff. I have a waffle maker. There's my Yeti ice, and then these are just outside candles and things like that and stuff for outside. Of course, kerosene and stuff like that. Not kerosene, lighter fluid. So charcoal we leave on the outside kitchen, but the lighter fluid we put in here. And let's see, I think that is it. I hope this helps if you have any like storing, you know, that you want to do. Again, we try to be minimalist because this RV is about 3 feet shorter than the other one we had. We had bunk beds in it, didn't need the bunk beds. And like I said, the corner bed was fine because all we do is sleep in it. So we didn't really need a whole big bedroom or anything. We have plenty of storage for the clothes that we bring. We were gone for a week and we still had clothes left, as you can see in there. I've already taken the dirty clothes inside, and you can see that we still have clothes left there. So as far as bed making, need to take the sheet and wash it. So I use the Betties. I started using those in my other RV, and that's what this is. The top sheet is just a regular flat sheet, but the bottom is Betty's. You can see the zip system and everything, and it just comes around. This is a RV queen size Betty. Our bed is 60 by 74. This is 60 by 75. So there's a little extra, but really not that much, as you can notice. And when it's zipped up, there's no issue. But it fits in everything just fine. And then when you want to wash the sheet, you just unzip it and it comes right off. So you can just take the top sheet and wash it, and this part around stays on. So you don't have to take the whole thing off. And then once you wash it, you just bring it back and zip it back up. I haven't gotten our new mattress yet, so I have this liner and stuff on top of this mattress because the mattress they sent is hard, not comfortable at all. So I already had this egg crate topper, so I put that on there. I'm noticing this is something else I need to put on my list of things, and see how that's blowing out. I just noticed that. So I have a list of little minor things that I've noticed with the RV, especially this being new, that needs to be corrected, and that's one I need to add to the list. So, but again, that's the Betties. They come in different styles and everything, but like I said, I've been using this in our other RV and I love it. So we don't really make our bed per se. We're not that type of person. We use that bottom sheet, we use a top sheet, and then we have cooling blankets. He has one and I have one, so that's what we use. We usually don't get under the sheet very often because we're usually hot, and we just lay on top of the flat sheet and then put the cooling blanket over us. So that's why we don't really make the bed. He has decided that he likes to sleep on this side, and then I sleep on this side. He's 6'2", I'm 5'11", plenty of room. So again, it's 60 by 74, so there's plenty of room for both of us. And he just likes to be by the window, which surprises me because I'm usually the one that likes to be by the window. But it works out. And like I said, I wasn't sure about the whole corner bed, but I mean, it's worked out fine. But I will be changing that mattress out, or I'm going to get a different topper because it's still not where we want it to be. It's still a little firm. So I'll keep you updated on that. And I think that is it. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope it helped you out. If you have any questions, just put them in the comments. Please like and subscribe. And we'll give you an update on how our trip went in Tennessee and the campgrounds and everything. So again, thank you and enjoy. Happy travels.